Right now, you're making the biggest impression of your life. You've been through so much. Everyone knows it, especially from your family group. Everyone knows what you've been through, and they are shocked that you have made this big change in your life. You are nothing like how you were before. And that is scary to some people. It's scary to most people. It's even probably scary to you how fast you can let things go, how fast you can start new good habits, because there's good habits as well as bad habits, how fast you can let go of bad habits, whether it be vaping and smoking or weed or, F buddies or going to the bar every weekend or babysitting your siblings' kids, whatever, because those are bad habits. Because you are not a babysitter if you don't have no kids. Even if you do have kids, those are not your kids. Those are your siblings' kids. Okay? Can I have an amen? All right. Certain things like that, you've let them go. Eating all that junk food, staying up late at night when you know you got to get up early, even when you don't have to work. You got to start, that project or write that business plan or just go to sleep early sometimes because you need to get rest. Rest is really good to have, especially when you're a chosen one, because we use a lot of energy during the day. Or even sleeping when you can during the day because we're more creative at nighttime. So a lot of us do spend a lot of time in bed during the day. Don't let anyone call you lazy. You know what you're doing, which is best for you. You know you need your rest during the day so you can be up at nighttime, so you can be creative, so you can get those ideas out. Chosen ones, we're more creative at nighttime. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it's going to be. It ain't going to change. That's not to say that we're not creative during the day, but our sparks and our ideas and our inspirations come at nighttime. So don't let anyone fool you into feeling bad about how you operate, what you do, what you don't do, the boundaries you put up, the boundaries you don't deal with anymore. And yes, the boundaries that you don't deal with anymore, because sometimes I start to stutter when I get excited. Sometimes the boundaries we had up before were fake boundaries. They were these facade boundaries, these vanity boundaries that we thought we had. But when things came to our face, we're like, "Oh, well, I guess I can do that. You know what? It won't make me feel so bad. I guess I can handle that. Or I guess I can hang out with this person. Oh, I guess they can come over today. Oh, I won't be too annoyed. No, we ain't doing that. Those days are over. Sorry. Goodbye." Now we're dealing with how are we actually going to feel when this person leaves? How are we actually going to feel once we leave the bar? How are we actually going to feel after we smoke that weed? How are we actually going to feel after we buy that vape when we could have saved that $20 for something else? How are we actually going to feel? We're not fooling ourselves anymore. Those days are over. And once you realize how you feel when you don't have to give in to those loyalty to those certain vices, because we had loyalty to certain vices and certain people that we shouldn't have had loyalty to because of history. And yes, history with vices, history with people, history with behaviors. It made us feel a little bit comfortable. It was our safety net. Even the bad vices, even the bad behaviors, even the bad things that we used to do, it was comfortable. Even when we felt bad afterwards, in the moment, it was comfortable. And we needed that moment of comfortability to feel okay. But no more. No more. We're not doing that anymore. Those days are over. It's a brand new season, a brand new year approaching, and a brand new us. Let's start acting like it. We are not reverting back to the old ways of doing things, of feeling things, of walking. Of course, some things are going to be harder to let go than others. Or I mean not people, I mean actual habits. Letting go of those people should be easy. 1, 2, 3. Because those people sometimes are worse than the habits. Okay, so let's get it together and let's act right, and let's not act like we aren't goddesses and gods out here. And let's not act like as well that we have not made progress, even if it's a day you've been sober, even if it's a year you've been sober, even if it's 2 days you haven't talked to that ex-boyfriend, even if it's 2 days you haven't spooked on that page. Not spooked, but spied on that page. Maybe someone might spook you. Maybe they don't spook you anymore, and you've grown up a tolerance to whoever's behaviors that used to spook you and spook you out of your life, spook you out of your destiny, spook you out of your mission. Now, I mean spook, I mean trick you out of it because they can't do it. Stay strong and stay in bliss.